Mahila, here we go. Um, right here. This is going to be 8, okay? So, right here, Neil Hallway, Armin, K. Lobeck, Marcel Lajos, Brewer above, Zubin Meda below, Felis Margarita Thenobia, and Kiba Pentandre sides. With March, AI, Go, Mansfield, let me make sure this is right. And Egon Leo, Adolf Ludwig, Shield the Nose, Cherisham the Bond, Rest, Won't Make Stirwise Arthur Curtis Scared. Okay? So, um, the video keeps cutting off the sides. I don't know why. I'm trying to focus it so it doesn't do that. 2215 Jewish ordinal down to 18202 trigonal. So take a look at these here. I'm trying to put everything in the center of the screen so that it doesn't cut off. Let's just take a look at these. I'll try to go slow with this video and we'll just take our time. But what I'm looking at is to add up everything kind of that this here equals 8. It's 8 parts. Okay. With the Cherisham and the ledge type and then the Neo hallway. Now it's talking to or for Stirwise Arthur Curtis who aren't going to be scared. So Heb Dom Us Abiathar 144:28 and Zerub 22:15 are the Jewish or non-Jewish. Okay, so this equals 8. Then what we have are 12 princes of Ben V. This whole thing confirms that we were right about the Ishmael being the Ben V Connect, the yellow star, and also the Nazarene. Okay, the Nazarite. So 95 is in the middle of all this, okay? Just so you know how to look at this. Then 96 happened, and then to collect the rest of it is what this is, that to finish it off, with 96 being a 51 base or start, and then we finished it. So, or it's going to be finished in heaven with things that are going to get done during this time that everyone is overlooking as well. These deaths. Well, we're we're looking at this stirwise here means that to not jump the gun with these deaths in the news, that it actually means that it's a preparation for the rest of to to possibly 2024. So of course for me to say something like that a few years ago would be really crazy, because I'm always like it's going to be tomorrow. But I looking at this, I do think that we need a perfection here with everything, and so must be Don's way. Okay, are these here? The Balhanan, the Joash, the Shitra, the Shaphat, the Obil, the Jediah, and Jazzes. So that's equals 7. So you have 7 and 8, okay, that will get done. So then this right here is the number. This 00, 16, 22, 73, 22, 86, 78, 245 equals 136, 50, 70, 68, 983, 0.534, 129, 18202 will give you 22, 15, 144, 28, 0.213, 6-2. Okay, so that's birthdays, and then that's Jewish or non-Jewish, and what we multiplied by are the ciphers, and then this point 0016 is what we're looking at. So now the interesting thing about this is that you read it backwards until you read it in reverse until you get to where it says that 7 will be the 45, which is right here. That these 7 are the 45. You read it as the Neo hallway. And you also read it with the 5 cut off because this 95 happened. Now with satanic, we have to what happened was I just wrote it that way, and then I was mad at myself. I'm like, man, I don't want to go back and fix that. But then I'm like, okay, why did my hand lead me to write it that way with it 983.5? And I thought, okay, well, this is 12 and 12, 12 and 12 at the decimal and before the decimal, and counting the 9 with the decimal point. And I thought, okay, well, this is really what it is it's 93, it's 9312 Princess Ben V, and then it's a 95, and then it's right there as 96. So I know, 94 is in between, and there's nothing in between the 95 96, but still, like, this 95 shows up all the time with, Easy E and Joe Pesci, and like that was them reacting to the 93. That was them reacting to the 93, and then they said, okay, we need to go ahead and like put what happened in the film, even though it's not realistic, and that was the 96. And they put Pumbaa in there with, possibly a Diana connection was Emilio Estevez. And then we showed that he is the pro lemur. He was one of the original pro lemurs was Emilio Estevez. That was his creature that he worked with, or whatnot. So, and that's not me saying, well, Heath Ledger was 22, then he was, 595, then that's not that. That seemed to be that really was in the connection of the deep rooted, what they call it, the Sultan British connection. That it's these sects, sects, that you have the lost tribes that form the Revelation 12 woman spiritually celestial body, each as a part of the pyramid, and each of them are parts of sectors or sects, where you have the Truman Show sector, you have the TI sector, targeted individual, and people that think the whole world is like that, everyone's in on it, and then you have like people that cut off in the streets or in gangs and stuff. Like, it's all different parts. Like, so those I call those sectors or sects, and those are parts of tribes as well. So, and then on my channel, what we're kind of doing, in like I did with the flushes, in this whole time that I was away, and just doing flushes that everyone could see somehow, which I could freak out about, but I don't. I kind of get, okay, it's the sanctuary thing, but like during those times I was doing superheroes mostly, that showing how if you take certain animals and certain, a glider or something, or even a weapon or something, and put it into gematria, that it'll come out to be a tribe sometimes, or like the phrase will be a Strong's thing, like it, and I think some of that is because Don with Mitch at meals, and even probably more than that, but they would go back and forth debating things, and Don would fit everything that was irregular into the Strongs. So really, Don, as Word of God, was doing the Strongs for the AI that we get to have. That's what Don put all of his thoughts and energy into. The Word was written. He did the Strongs. That's kind of how it reads. So, all right. So take a look at this here. I'll just stop talking and let you look at this. The shapes and numbers, which is 1 and 2, um, are these here. Okay. So it's Hilton Cheong Lean, John Madden, Harry Mason Reed, and Annie Chidzira Maluzzi. And it's Balhan and Joash Shitrai, Shaphat, Obil, Jediah, and Jazzes. Okay. Um, so like I'll put this in the center, which is 7. Okay, and then I'll put this in the center, which is 4, but it equals that with the middle names. I forgot to put Earl on there. Okay, so then 12 plus 2 is 14, and 12 sun and moon equals 14, but need 1 because moon equals Moab is what we've been showing with the flushes, and that's what the moon is Moab based. So if the moon is Moab based, you need 14 parts, a crown of 12, a sun, and a moon, and the moon is Moab. So, and that was shown from, Nicki Minaj to like plus 127 days. And like what this means is and that was okay, this guy at a gas station of Funnies said to me, "You have a safe one." And what he was doing, he was digging in the trash, sifting through the trash for cans, and he had on a gray Dallas Cowboys shirt, and he had a miner's light on his forehead, and he said, "You have a safe one." That was 127 days, which is the BG, which is Diblath. Okay, that was 127 days after Nicki Minaj, and I was just sitting there at Funnies, and then a couple days later, I, you know, hit the hit the reflector on the car, a couple days later in the same spot on the the ledge, not this, but like that there, on one of those, which was wider at Funnies. Okay, so that's that, and what we have is this here: 7 plus 8 equals 15. Okay, so Pendrag Milnerae, the Fustiaria Stenoschiza, and the Rhabdus rectus, as number 1 would be Sturwise, Arthur, and Curtis. There in a row are those. So let me put that in the center. This and this. So what it equals is Samson, Leap, Bashan, and Serpent, which the serpent is inside the Samson carriages, and the sun is Sin, and Dutch would be those 2, and those are on top the camels. That's from my flush where we said, okay, as idol shepherd, this is what we're gonna do. So if we can take Dan and we have these 3 parts of Dan tribe, then we would have the 12. We would have 12 of the stars, including Dan, and then we would have the sun and we would have moon as Moab. Okay. So like when what that would be is like, okay, just well, let's see. The sun in the Superman sense, I can get that. With the arcs and everything. I don't know if it's sun. Let's just say Dan is the sun. Okay, so we would have Issachar 1, 2, 3, 4 Naphtali, 5 Benjamin, 6 Gad, 7, 8, 9 of Joseph guys, and then 10, 11, 12 ending with Judah there. So that would be that we have the sun, we have 12, and then we would need the moon. Well, how'd that work? I don't know. 14. I don't know. So then we would need Reuben at the top there. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so that would be 12. Then you have Dan's son. Okay. Then you would need one more. Um you would need one more because Moab is the moon. So, well, I don't know. Let's take a look at this here. Well, that actually works out perfectly if you just take the name symbolism of Reuben and polluted the couch, and killed a guy with no, unstable as water. So, unstable as water, Arab, and then polluted the couch, um, polluted the couch. That would be 6. That would be 6 Trump. So that would actually work out that Reuben, with the way I wrote it, would actually be Samson here. I don't have the whiteout. I don't have one of those. I'm sorry. That would actually be Reuben, and son is sin. Dutch on. That's not here. Dutch. Sin. C. Let's see. Well, that actually goes back to the Pirates of the Caribbean, Javier Bardem, that the sin comes out of the body, and it's as a goo. The way they show it in the original Easy Hands on Hips video, the way they show it there, except it's inside. Well, I guess it was inside the guy. He's kind of doing a ghost thing. Um, I don't know if we're going to do that ghost thing. I don't know. So, well, Matrix already came out. That's the thing. So let's see. Yeah, so it's actually Ruben and the two of the two of Dan. Ruben and the two of Dan. Okay? So, all right. Thank you. I'm going to end it here. And have a good night. It's probably too long of a video, but these are the numbers here. Okay, let me just zoom in on this. I'll end it with just looking at this stuff here.